Good morning all, CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday morning, January 14th. We are looking at the SPY ETF's market profile here on Window Trader. And it looks like we will be starting the 6th day in a row in balance as this market tries to rectify which way it wants to come out of balance. Early pre-market volume with 75 minutes to go, only 330,000, so far pretty light. Let's go to the other indices, and then we'll go over our game plan and destinations in ES and SPY. So Russell, one time framing up for 2 days, but you could also call this a 2-day balance as they attempt to go make new highs, possibly this morning. Remember, they went out with a price probe yesterday. Right now, with 75 minutes to go, that is firmly being rejected as we're over $1.50 above where the market probed from. So they attempt to get to yesterday's upper range in balance at the upper end of value. Triple Qs went out basically with a P shape, wide profile. They're smack in the middle of it right now. Yesterday they stopped the one-time framing down for 2 days. Again, they're in their own little 5-day balance. So they still have to take out the 11th high and then go for their all-time high. SPY and ES took out the 11th high. The only destination the SPY has left is yesterday's high and then the all-time high and the overnight high. We went out only 7 wide. Pretty wide destinations again. We have the afternoon pullback low from F period. As you can see, pre-market we're trading towards the upper end of our range. We're in balance right at the top of yesterday's value. So game plan early for this morning. Let's do the destinations first. First destination will be the pre-market high, which right now is 380.82. Then we have yesterday's high, only 4 cents higher, 380.86, which is also a poor high. And then the weekly high, all-time high, and overnight high you should have. For the downside, first destination is our overnight low of 379.66, which is basically right above M's low from yesterday. Then we have the afternoon pullback, 379.09. 377.85 daily low, 376.36 daily low. So, game plan for this morning. Well, here we are in the middle of a 5-day balance. We've stretched both ends of this balance now the past 2 days. On Wednesday, we got close to the bottom of it. Yesterday, we started getting closer to the top of it. So the question is, are we going to try to take out yesterday's high and attempt to come to the top of balance? Remember, it's not only the top of a 5-day balance, it's the all-time high and a weekly high. So there might be some forces to see if they could prevent it from going higher. Plus, these short-term algos don't want to be the first one to take out a new high. If, however, we get above the 8's all-time high, then 2 things come into play. Do they start getting tempo, distance, and acceleration? Or do they just want to look above it and come back in? Those are the things we have to keep an eye on. So, game plan for this morning. Again, there's 75 minutes to go. A lot can happen. But right now, a lot of times, you know the way I like to, depend on where the overnight high is. If it's close to yesterday's high and we open right below it, a lot of times they like to front run it. Nobody wants to set their algos to go over it. So you could take a put play if we're around this area, out above if we get the overnight high and obviously yesterday's high. Just a quick play to see if they front run it the first time to back off. Second play is to see if we get acceptance into M. If we can't take out yesterday's high and you get acceptance into M, since M's range was rather small yesterday, good chance you'll trade M's range and get to the POC. So it's another put play if you get acceptance into it. Call play, again, if in the next hour we gap higher, and the gaps, again, if you do gap higher, it's going to be fairly close then between yesterday's high and possibly the all-time high. So again, I don't know if I want to take a play there. I want to see. But if we gap high, it's not that big a gap. We hold it. You could take a call play to see if and what happens when we get the all-time high. Again, if you're in CamelbackTrading.org's voice channel room, all these trade ideas, live streaming the profile and play-by-play throughout the day. One quick note again, I will not be here tomorrow. There will be a video this afternoon, but there'll be no videos tomorrow. And then quickly on the charts, We'll just show you the weekly and the daily. Like I said, the weekly right now is disappointing with 2 days to go. We had an outside week up, which closed at 381.26. We have not even seen last week's settlement yet. So again, you'd like to get above that and then get the all-time high. And in the daily, what we just showed you, 5-day balance, $4.50 range. At some point, we are going to pop out of that range one way or the other. Pretty good. Good luck trading today. Have a great day. And we'll recap at 4 p.m.